guys, what's going on? Josh Ryan here and welcome to a new video. Today I am doing a tag video. Do you remember them? God, I haven't done a tag video in probably since about 2015, so this is going to be fun. So I wanted to do a tag that was different. I decided to do a tag that, you know, it's quite difficult. You know, I can't just answer off the top of my head. I have to think about what I'm saying. I've got the questions, I haven't read through literally any of them yet, so it's going to be fun. What was the name of the first person you ever had a crush on, and why did you like them? First person ever, like ever thinking about non-serious, was when I was younger. I fancied a girl called Chloe on my street, and we had a relationship, but it was many different relationships. It went on for a long time. We just kept, well, we'd break up and then we'd get back together the next day, and then break up and then get back together, and I'd cry every single time still. Why did I like them? I can't really remember. It was probably just a young teenage love, I guess. It wasn't really much to it apart from that. What is something you regret doing in life? Nothing really. If I want to be one of them inspirational people, I think that everything you do in life happens for a reason, and even if something really bad has happened, it'll have happened for a reason, and stuff that you've maybe not done in the past that you regret, that you think you regret not doing, you will do it eventually, so I wouldn't worry about it. Wow, that was deep. What is something you regret not doing in life? And this one's a bit different. Probably whenever I set my mind to something, it's either 50-50, I either really go hard and do it, or I'll just forget about it and I'll be like, I'll do it tomorrow, that kind of thing. And that's not a healthy way to live, because I'm wanting to go to the gym at the moment, but I've been in that mood of, I'll go tomorrow, it's fine. So it's a bit annoying, but if you could change your first name, what would it be? Always had the mindset James. My middle name is James at the moment, and I've always had the mindset my first name should be James as well, but I don't really know why, I just really like the name James. In the scans they thought I was a girl, so they were going to call me Chloe. What are your children's names for a boy and a girl? I think that depends on who I'm with at the time. Like I said, I love the name James. I'd love to call one of my children Lee, after my granddad. My nana was called Anne, and I don't think that's a very 21st century name, so I wouldn't call my daughter Anne. But for girls' names, I love, right, it sounds like I'm obsessed with Chloe's right now, but I love the name Chloe. What the girls' names do I like? I'll get back to you on that one. What are you most passionate about and why? Speaking recently, moving down to Manchester was a big step for me in life, and I'm really glad I've done it. That's another thing I don't regret doing. But other main reasons I've got loads of motivation for being here right now and following my career path is my granddad really wanted to be in this career. He wanted to be in the film industry and he never got the chance to. So not only am I really happy with doing this career path anyway, because I've wanted to do this for years, but I'm really happy that someone else in my family wanted to do it, because it makes me drive more for that. It makes me want them to be proud of me, and when I eventually get somewhere in a career outside of uni, then I'm going to be really proud of myself, and I'm going to feel like I've achieved something for not only me but my family too. Who that you've known in real life are you most envious of, and why? This one goes out to my dearest friend Jay. You're doing so bloody well for yourself, bud, and I'm so proud of you. I knew you'd always do well. Literally all of my friends say that Jay was always going to do well. Thanks. But yeah, probably Jay if I had to pick, because he's always done well for himself. He always has that drive that I never really have, and I am most envious of how well he is doing in his chosen industry, whereas I want to do just as well in the film industry. Are ghosts real? Probably. I don't know. I'm not in the centre, am I? That's really annoying. Are aliens real? No. Actually, shit, maybe. What's the saddest song you've ever heard? This is a tie between Supermarket Flowers and Happier, because I relate to both of them, and they're both Ed Sheeran songs, surprise, surprise, but yeah, probably Supermarket Flowers, I'd say, is a sadder song out of them two. Otherwise, different artists. Taylor Swift brought one out about her mum having cancer, that's a really sad song. I Tried by Josh Ryan, that's bad.
I tried to move on.
Are you proud of what you're doing with your time right now? Yeah, well, currently, maybe not, but I've got a shiny new camera that I want to use, so yeah. But tomorrow I'm going down to Manchester to meet another YouTuber, so that'll be good. I don't like being stuck indoors all day, and today I've just been stuck indoors all day, so it hasn't been fun. But tomorrow I'm going down to Manchester to meet another YouTuber, which should be fun. Calix, who I've watched for years. I've watched him since his first ever London video, whenever that was. So that'll be a fun trip. I'm gonna vlog it as well. Like I said, moving to Manchester was one of the hardest things I've ever done, and this was a difficult move. But you have to take them opportunities as soon as you can, and because it might be the only opportunity you get to do it. So I took the opportunity with a bit of doubt and came down to Salford, and I'm loving it. It's a bit lonely, but I'm making friends, so it's fine. If you could buy one thing with no money as an issue, what would it be? A new PC, because this PC is dying, and I'd use the parts from this PC in a new PC. Move out of this place, for a start. I like this place, I like the people in this place, but the building itself isn't great. And I'd probably buy what I used to despise. I'd buy a Mac. I've got the MacBook. Now I kind of want a Mac, or a separate table somewhere from my gaming PC, just because it'd help a lot with stuff I'm doing, and it won't crash as much as that does. So, what food under no circumstances will you ever eat? Well, a lot of people know me as the fussy eater. Right, Salford. Cheers. A lot of people know me as the fussy eater of every group ever. I've only ever drunk water until I started drinking alcohol. I only really eat frozen food, etc, etc. I've only actually just started eating garlic pizza. Garlic pizza? What? I've only just actually started eating cheesy garlic bread, and I've never ate a pizza in my life. So there you go, that's me. Under no circumstances, probably mushroom. They just don't look very nice. On spinach. On black pudding. Oh. Has anyone ever saved your life before? Yes, but it's a story I can't tell because of personal reasons. When I was younger, I almost had an accident, and a family member saved me, and I can't say more than that because I don't know if I'm allowed to, but that's a story time for another day. There you go. What is your most important possession you have, and why? I don't think it's here actually, which is ironic. But before my nana died, she took me into the town centre and bought me a watch. And I did do a vlog about the watch. It's at home, it's in my hometown still. I left it there because I didn't want to bring it down here and lose it or break it or anything. It was just a nice £100 watch or something like that. We were walking past a watch shop, and she went, "Josh, do you have the time?" I went, "Yeah, it's 2 o'clock." "No, do you have the time, Josh?" I went, "What?" She went, "Oh, it's a watch shop." We walked in the watch, she took me to the window, and I was like, "That one? I like that one." "Oh, actually no, oh, that one, I like that one." She was like, "Okay." But yeah, and I've always kept that in the little box it came in. I only ever wore it in college, and then I realised I didn't want to wear it. I wanted to keep it safe, which is when a few years later I got a smartwatch, and then I got rid of that as well. But I just don't use watches enough. But yeah, that watch will always be a prized possession of mine that I'll never want to lose, because my nana is missed daily, and I don't know what I'd do. What is your most important memory and why? My best memory is probably doing a skydive. That was amazing. Most important? I'll tell you what, when my nana, I know one about my nana, when she was in hospital, not even in a hospital, she was in the nursing home, she was terminally ill, I knew she was going to pass away. Oh god, I'm gonna cry here. I remember on the last day, they knew she was going to die on a specific day, on the day, and she couldn't move, she went really thin, and the only thing she could really move were her eyes. I don't even know if she could move them. So I went to the end of the bed and just said something to her, and I remember every word I said to her, and going back to that regretting not doing something, before my nana died, I didn't actually tell her what I wanted to tell her. I remember telling her something that I really cared about, but then, you know, after you're like, oh shit, I should have said that. Well, I actually wanted to say sorry for not being able to see her more often. because the only time I seen her in the end year of her life, and I get told off for saying this story by my mum, because she says I shouldn't say stuff like this, but there were in the year before she died, I'd only ever seen her 3 or 4 times, and it broke my heart, because I'd realised that I really regretted not seeing her. And the last time I ever really seen her before she was in hospital was when she was putting some money into my account for university. She wanted to make sure I was okay at university, because I think she knew what was going to happen. And that was one of the last times I seen her, and it really choked me up when she got really ill that I hadn't seen her more often. So I took so much time before she passed away just to go see her in the nursing home over and over every day. So my biggest lesson I've learned in life is that you should never take anything for granted and always see your loved ones, see your friends. Yep, cheers for that. In the middle of a speech my camera goes, the SD card goes. But yeah, always see family, friends, everyone. What was the main question again? Important memory, yeah. So my most important memory is that my most important memory is holding my nana's hand by the side of the bed and telling her stuff that I wanted to tell her. When did you last cry and why? You know, I don't know. And that's a first for me. A few weeks ago, just being down here a bit lonely. Okay, that's what I get from my phone. Being down in Salford, just being a bit lonely at the time. Just sat there, just sobbing. And then I didn't tell anyone about it. Except my mum, because I told my mum. Who in your life do you most want to kiss? Fuck. No one? I don't... What a weird question. No one, I don't think. What would be the first thing you do if you woke up to the opposite sex? No. To the opposite... Yeah, that never happens. What would be the first thing you do if you woke up as the opposite sex? Probably have a wee. What's the biggest romantic fail you've ever experienced? I told this one in a story time once, for awkward sex stories. I can't believe I'm judging a dick. And it was just, I can't live it down. It was the weirdest experience of my life. What's the biggest secret you ever kept from your parents? Probably that I lost my virginity at the time. It was 2014 and I was young and confused and I didn't want my mum to shout at me, so I didn't tell her for 2 years I'd lost my virginity. I don't know if that's a thing parents need to know, but I hid it. If you had to for a day, who in your life would you switch lives with and why? You know what, you know who I'd switch lives with? I'd switch lives with my mum for a day. Just see what she goes through in her day-to-day life. I don't imagine she's over-dramatising it, but I'd learn firsthand what it's like to be my mother and look after 4 kids. Yeah, so mother, if you're watching this, then I know what you go through. I don't, but I can imagine. What's the least favourite thing about your appearance? I was going to say my acne, but to be honest, probably not my acne. It's came back a little bit here, but probably my nose, because it just kind of goes What's the craziest thing you've ever done to attract a crush? Message them. How many people can someone sleep with before you secretly judge them for their number? Well, I've slept with 4 people, so probably 5 people. I don't think there's a number really. If you want to sleep with people, and you sleep with however many people you want to, but let's say 5 because that's 1 above mine. But I'm going to leave that there because it's been a long video. I didn't think it'd go on. Actually, no, it hasn't been a long video, has it? Thank you very much for watching this. If you like the new setup with the purple lights, I can change them. Should we change them? There we go, we've got blue. Dun, 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 dun. That doesn't change with it. I have to change it automatically, manually. Blue, green, and we've also got like white, which is a bit we've got purple. I love this one. I love purple. That's a nice one. Thank you very much for watching this. If you liked it, please like, comment and subscribe. And if you want more tag videos, this is only part 1 of this tag video, so I'm going to do another one soon. Probably tomorrow because I'm a bit knackered right now. I want to edit this. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this. Thank you to Robin for putting this list together. And yeah, let's go meet Calix tomorrow. That should be fun. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, do all that stuff. I want to get to 400 subscribers by the end of the year, which is a stretch, but we'll try it. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.